Very good. Do you want to tell your story about on here or not? Hey?
How I got it.
Your plan?
The plan to walk from Newcastle to Sydney. So it's 20 kilometres a day. Starts off at the City Park, and away you go. You get your briefing from the police, and away you go. You do 20 k's. Usually you stay at a football ground, somewhere like that, and usually a lot of people donate things to you, food and different sorts of things along the way. It takes 5 days, over 100 kilometres, and when you get to Sydney, you walk across the bridge, and then you let people know that what we're doing. We're here to free Julian Assange. That's the story.
Excellent. Thank you.
I want you to sign that 750,000 people petition online tonight. And pass it around all
There's 3 petition links online inside which you got to sign.
There's no way they're going to get proof now that they're not invested. There's no way.
Thank you.
They say they got a refugee problem. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. We're here to try and get some justice for an Australian citizen who hasn't committed any crimes and has effectively been constrained, detained, imprisoned, tortured for 13 years, not for committing any crimes, but for exposing the crimes of others, for exposing the crimes of public officials. Is there anybody out there that thinks he should still be in jail? Please come and take over the microphone and explain it to me, because I'm open-minded. I'm very happy to hear if there's a good reason. But they've had 13 years to get some evidence and prosecuting him, and they haven't done it. So how long are we going to let them keep an innocent citizen in jail? If they can do it to him, they'll do it to you. If they have no regard for the human rights of the general citizenry, they'll do it to you. And if you don't stand up for Assange, you're not standing up for yourself, and you're not standing up for your children. And very, very importantly, if you allow our government to be a vassal state, we will have no sovereignty. We will be told what to do, and then if by chance they come along with digital passports, we'll be told where we can go. And if by chance they come along with digital money, we'll be controlled as to what we can buy or sell, or otherwise we may just have our bank accounts shut down from us and our access denied to any ability to buy or sell or buy food. If it looks like it could be them rolling out a dictatorship, well, you better believe it, it could be. And if you don't come and stand up for it, you'll be very sorry. It's very important we're all aware of the fact we are looking at totalitarianism in the face. What they're doing to Assange, they will do to all of us. We'd like to do a homage to our lovely Aboriginal brothers and sisters. Tony might do that for us. And please tell your friends, it's a very important issue.
I'd like to acknowledge the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation, the original inhabitants and owners and custodians of this fine land. And I would also like to acknowledge their elders, past, present and emerging. Thank you very much.
this guy really do a good job of promoting freedom around the world. I think we should actually really recognize that quality and so it's time to look into it again. Thank you.
Welcome. Welcome to the 187th Julian Assange Sydney Town Hall gathering. So good to be here. Julian Assange has been detained politically for many years. His journalistic exposure of serious corruption has made him enemies of those who have been benefiting from that corruption and of those hoping to continue to benefit from that corruption. Powerful criminals want us to be quiet about their corruption and our democracy. They don't want lots of people realising the truth. They don't want ordinary people realising they have the power to bring about an end to that corruption. They don't want the general population realising that we all have much in common and that unity will put us in a position of immense strength. Our corrupt rulers cannot permit themselves to admit that Julian Assange is completely innocent. Admitting that truth would be equivalent to them admitting they have corrupted democracy and that they should be removed from office. The journalism of Julian Assange has put them in a very difficult position. They are stuck. They have no legitimate reason for the imprisonment of Julian Assange. And they also want to avoid being forced into answering to the truth of their corruption. Many people now realise that Julian is completely innocent and that he is a political prisoner held by the corrupt. The corporate media have been smearing him since 2010. Without providing credible evidence, he has done anything that can be considered illegal or immoral or unethical. The treatment of Julian Assange by governments and the media conspicuously points to the conclusion that democracy has been severely corrupted and that politicians and the corporate media work to support that corruption. The recent performances of the UK judiciary and the US and Australian governments in relation to Julian suggest his extradition may be imminent and inevitable, but there are other possibilities. Our corrupt leaders may want to bring about some kind of a plea bargain with Julian. They may be prepared to let him go if they can coerce him into a false admission of guilt, which would imply their ongoing legitimacy. Another possibility is that they may be willing to let him go if he agrees not to publish anything in the future. Neither of these possibilities are acceptable, as he is an innocent man. Julian needs large numbers of people to stand in unity with him so that he is not forced to accept any kind of underhand deal with the forces of corruption. We all need to realize that Julian's freedom is our freedom. Help free Julian Assange. Free, free Julian Assange. Free, free Julian Assange. Free, free Julian Assange. Thank you. Thank you all very much.
Petitions are online. This is to have your name on a yellow ribbon outside Belmarsh Prison.
I discovered a very interesting coincidence yesterday when I was reading an article about Daniel Ellsberg after his sad passing. And they said that he first went to the media on the 23rd of June, on today, in 1971, 52 years ago today, Daniel Ellsberg first published in one of the newspapers in America. And the first time he appeared on television was in front of Walter Cronkite on the CBS Evening News, which was an institution in America. Walter Cronkite was the voice of America. He was the most popular anchor man in America in 1971. He had Daniel Ellsberg on his show, and at the same time, or within 24 hours, I haven't tracked down the exact times, but Julian Assange was being born in Townsville Hospital in Queensland, far north Queensland. Julian Assange was being born. And on the other side of the world, Daniel Ellsberg was on the CBS Evening News, bringing the news of the Pentagon Papers to Walter Cronkite. Crazy coincidence? I don't know. It's just a little bit too crazy for me. The article said it was 10 days. He appeared on television 10 days after the 23rd of June.
Oh.
And 10 days from now is Julian Assange's 52nd birthday. And also the 52nd anniversary of Daniel Ellsberg's appearance on national television in front of Walter Cronkite.
So it was July the 3rd.
Well, it was 10 days after he published on the 23rd. Look, it's the other side of the world, so there's a 12-hour time difference. I mean, wouldn't it be crazy if he actually went on television as Julian was delivered? Anyway, that's yet to be researched. And I put it out there for any of you crazy researchers to do that research. I think it's a pretty special day. Is the 3rd of July, 1971. Very special day. Thank you.
Free Julian Assange.
Thank you.
We wish all those criminal activities that have been revealed by WikiLeaks to result in court actions where the guilty where the criminals are brought to justice, where the endless wars are brought to an end, where the lying mainstream media are brought to justice for their participation in this persecution. They have been as guilty as the corrupt politicians that have perpetrated this persecution. But they must realise that it's all coming out, it's all out, the truth is out, we all know, they know that we know. It's now a matter of just coming together, unifying. They're scared stiff of that, these corrupt people. They're scared stiff of the power that we have. We are the power, we are the strength. And we are only that way if we are united. So I encourage you all to unite around Julian Assange and sign that petition. Thank you.
Sign it, mate.
This is to have your name on a yellow ribbon. There's a petition online.
Sorry.
There are petitions online. Would you like your name on a yellow ribbon? I have to get to the next page.
We are all Assange.